Okay, we're gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna try not to say certain keywords in which I feel like could attract the wrong type of attention that will get my live shut down. So I'm trying to be careful. But we're gonna call the government the PTB, the powers that be, and then we're gonna come up with any other code names. But basically, I'm be honest with y'all, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to provide you guys insight and guidance for the series of events that are to come, and they will be coming real soon. I got a lot of downloads about this summer, and if you're on my Patreon, I'm gonna start keeping you guys in the loop and in tune, because when I go live on Facebook, when I go live on YouTube, all these different platforms that have all these restrictions and control, it's really hard to expose certain truths because they only gonna allow what they want you to know, what they want you to hear. So, plain and simple. When it comes to knowing how to be in the right mindset and energy at this time while certain events take place, it's very important that you know who you are. And I'm not just talking about your name, where you grew up, all that. I'm talking about you need to know who you are. Because some of y'all come from divine deities, divine archangels, divine angels, divine bloodlines with real high priestesses, priests, shamans, healers. And y'all don't know because y'all have not tapped in and you don't truly know yourself. So that's the first key. I burned myself. That's the first key. If you do want to be able to build up your spiritual resilience, then you need to know who you are. And by knowing who you are, you can tap into your natal chart. That's your first key. Look at your natal chart. Your natal chart is the planetary alignments and influences on the exact day, time, city you was born in. And that will give you a key as to what type of abilities that are your strengths, what you need to pay attention to. I'm going to go over the natal chart in my Patreon class because, like I said, there's only so much that I can say on some of these platforms, especially live, because they will shut this shit down, as y'all just seen. I tried to go live. As soon as I started saying the PTB word, the GOVERNMENT, they shut my shit down. So I can't really say a whole lot, but I will be saying a whole lot on Patreon. Y'all get ready, because this summer there's so many different downloads coming in. And as I build a collective on my Facebook, I just want y'all to stay safe, and I want you to be aware. I don't want you to be under these illusions, because that's what the fuck's going on. Neptune's in retrograde now. So all of these illusions, these things that are hidden, are being revealed. That's why like I said in the last video, that's why they just found that grave in Canada with hundreds of indigenous people. I'm telling y'all exactly who they coming for. People who have higher up bloodlines, people who have indigenous bloodlines, because they don't want y'all to tap into y'all real personal true power, because if y'all did, then y'all be able to overtake them. That's what they don't want. But welcome to the age of Aquarius. This is the age of rebellion, and the only way that we can come together as a collective and create the type of government that we actually need for these kids, so our next generations don't have to deal with the level of fuckery that our ancestors have been through. Our ancestors have been coming through clear as day. If you don't got an ancestor altar up, if you don't have no connection with your spirit guides, if you don't got no connection with no angels, if you ain't got no connection to source, it's over for you. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You had chances and opportunities to open up your third eye. You had chances to see clearly, and if you didn't want to see clearly, it just is what it is. You just won't really be able to exist on this plane, or you're gonna find yourself battling mentally and being really fucking confused when some of this shit starts getting revealed. So I advise you now to continue to do the work you need to do to heal. That's the main thing. The way that they got y'all in some of these mental states, such as depression, well, a lot of the depression comes from the food that you eat, to be honest. It comes from the food. It comes from what they put in the food. Some of y'all, they spray a lot of chemtrails and a lot of different chemicals in the air. Therefore, you breathing in just poison. You breathing in poison. I've been dreaming about Pleiadians and the Seven Sisters. Yeah, the Seven Sisters is that lineage right there, that goes way deep. And some of you guys do have connection to extraterrestrial realms, because that's where y'all came from. This is just a body. This is just a vessel. You have a spirit or soul, as to what we're going to name it, so that the way there's no confusion. However, that comes from a source. a higher entity for most of y'all. Some of y'all come from lower entities, but we ain't gonna go into that because y'all demonic. Some people are really demonic. People who go around neighborhoods causing chaos, havoc, shooting people, killing people, murdering people. These are low vibrational entities, and they don't give a fuck. I'm trying to prepare y'all because there's so many lower vibrational entities. Some of these entities can be your friends. Some of these entities can be your family. Yeah, I might have to just say all this on Patreon because every time I get started to deliver this channel message to y'all, Mark Zuckerberg want to play with me. Don't play with me, Mark Zuckerberg, before I expose your ass. Don't make me do a reading on Mark Zuckerberg and tell them the entity that you really work for. How about that? They gonna shut my shit down for real. For saying that, but that just shows y'all like there are powers that be, and yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is kind of one of them, but he's not. Like all these people y'all see, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, all these people with money, they really just puppets. They are working for entities. They're working for higher up, low vibrational principalities and beings, and some of them are what you would consider aliens. Not exactly stars. This some bullshit. For real. Okay. I'm gonna try and do a channel message and record it and put it on YouTube and see how that goes, because I see Facebook is not gonna let me, they ain't gonna let me do too much. It is what it is, Mark Zuckerberg.